It is 8:30 in the morning, and with me I have David from Poland. Well,
Oui.
he is from Poland, but he lives in Bodø, right? So,
Fem
so he's one of my fans, and he also has a fan page for what is it in Polish?
Moja Tesla.
Moja Tesla. But is
Det
it?
betyder min Tesla.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. It means my Tesla, and he has lots of followers from Poland. So he's like Björn. He's like the Björn in Poland. Yeah, he's the ambassador in Poland. So he's been driving to Poland to do some what was it again? Some event?
Event december. I december.
No, what was it?
Jag körde till Polen på juletid.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, so he went to Poland to do some I don't know, some maybe to show people the car.
Oslo.
Ja.
Jag faktiskt körde till Polen på juletid.
Okej.
Så det var nästan 2,500 kilometer en väg.
Oh, okay.
Och nästa månad kör jag tillbaka.
Oh, okay, so he did drive to Poland around Christmas last year, 2,500 kilometers. Oh, that's a challenge because there's no supercharger in Poland. But anyway, let's look at the car. By the way, so well, this is my car, Falcon. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I'm gonna start. Let me see. Just gonna do this trick. There, just to keep the air conditioner going.
Okay.
But your car is it has autopilot features.
Ja. Men du vet, autopilot är inte klar nu.
No, it's okay.
Jo,
Yeah.
vänta.
And the side.
Och du har inte också denna kamera, ja?
Oh, and you have the leather. Same interior, but not the panorama roof. But I guess good
Jag har
choice.
inte.
Ja.
Jag läste mycket att det är så mycket noise. Vi så kör med denna panorama.
Yeah.
Och när jag var på provkörning i Oslo, där mycket sola, alltså nästan ingenting på skärm.
Ja.
Därför har jag resignerat.
Yeah. So he chose he didn't get the panorama roof because too much glare and noise. Oh, it's just done 85.
Ja, bara 85. Dessvärre.
That's plenty. It's plenty. That's cool. So I didn't expect to see another Tesla here in Bodø, but well, there you have it. But anyway, like I said, it is 8:30 in the morning, and usually when I take these trips, I would start around 8 or 9 or maybe 10 with a diesel car, and I would drive almost non-stop to back to Oslo. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Drive back to Oslo. Alright, first supercharger stop, Storjord. So there are actually 2 more cars parked there. Let me show you. There's one to the right and then another one to the left. So I was lucky because I got the charger that was... Wait, did they unplug? No, they're still plugged in. Yeah, so I picked the right one, which gave me, let's see, it's like 68 kilowatt. And no wait, no, never mind, 72 kilowatt. yeah, my Asian skills are off now. But after a while, I tend to memorize how much power you're supposed to get. For instance, over here, you don't get 100 kilowatt. You get, like now, 72. So since I get that, it probably means that the other car to my left is almost done. If I would get only 50 or 40, then it means I don't get the maximum juice, and I could possibly move to the next spot and see if I get more. But I'm wasting my time here. 202, let me see. Motion next. Let me see. So now we're just gonna optimize for speed, and that means 200. Yeah, I need approximately 220 and a restroom break. So by the time I get back here, and then I'm good to go. So you see, in order to estimate how much range I need at the supercharger, it is really easy. You take 200 kilometers to the next supercharger, and then let me see, 240. Yeah, let's see. By the time I get out of here, I will have 250 kilometers of range. So you take 250 divided by 200, the actual distance, and you get this factor, and you multiply by 189, which is typical. Yeah, it's not 200, it's 189. At least for this model. For the D models, it's 182 to 185. I think it's slightly lower. But anyway, you get this number, 236, and this is the maximum consumption you should have during the trip. So when you start driving, just keep an eye on this one. Don't go over 236. If you are higher, I mean, it could be because you're over a mountain or something, but if you're driving on a flat surface and you see that the consumption is too high, then you have to reduce your speed. That's it. That's how easy it is. So I mean, can it be any harder than this? I don't think so. So you see, with most people, they set the car on low. It is either to save energy or to make the car look cool. As for me, I have other reasons. So lower car means lower center of gravity, and it also changes the camera value. So that improves cornering. And on the road like this, oh, it is so great. So for me, I use low to consume more energy. I'm at the supercharger in Motion, getting some charge, preparing noodles. I just want to look around here. In Motion, there's a huge mountain right next to it. Oh, and see on the other side there. I think there are some. Zoom in there. Yeah. People are promenading over there. I think there's also a bicycle. Where is it? There's a bicycle track there somewhere. Oh, I lost them! I lost them! No! Scanning. There. Yeah. But that's too far from here. That's on the other side. So this is the ocean, and that's the hotel, Fru Haugan's hotel. Yeah, I go to the restaurant there. Could always do it in the bushes, but this is a better option. I wonder if you can. What's this? Is this a boat place or something? Oh well, I think my noodles are ready. Alright, we are charging. See the clock here. We departed 8:45 this morning, so I've been traveling for 4 hours, and this is the trip A, averaging 80 kilometers per hour, including charging time. So enabled to match the 16-hour trip, I have to average 75 kilometers per hour, including charging time. So 127 kilometers now. Next supercharger in Grong is 190 from here, so I should charge to about 210, 220. Just arrive with red bar. That's fine, just for today. I actually wanted to sit outside, but it's raining today, so I have to sit in the car. Well, I could sit inside there, but it's too noisy there. So, anyway, the car is already ready to go, and this time I had to wait for someone in the restroom. There's only one restroom here at the gas station, and so that guy took off a long time. So, yeah, sometimes it's either the food that is slow or the guy that is slow or something. So, and of course, sometimes the charger is slow, but most of the time it charges fast enough. You just have to know which charger to pick. Like, don't stand next to someone else who is also charging on, let's say, 1A, and you go to 1B. Choose 2B or 3B or something, 3A. Yeah. Simple as that. Yeah. My food. My food today is here we go. Chips and burger. Oh, yeah. Fast food. Oh. Look at all that fat in the burger. Oh, gee. If there's something I really like, that is fat and juicy burger like this. Okay, I'm done eating. The car is also done eating. Eating juice. Almost 300 kilometers of range. So see, we have two options here. We can either go to Stjørdal, supercharge there. Let's see, how many kilometers is that? 168. But that's a bit too close. According to, wait, is it 168? Yeah, okay. So we might as well go to Klett and charge there. It's 211 kilometers, and based on the weather, because it's rainy, the road will be wet and the consumption should be higher. On the way here it was 200 something, so I expect like 210. No, actually no, maybe we are talking about 200, because the traffic pretty much from Steinkjer to yeah, it's going to be slow. Lots of camper wagons, lot of, what's it called, home RV or stuff like, yeah, you know. So traffic is going slow. But anyway, on my two previous supercharging stops let me zoom out here a little bit. Yeah, Studio and Mosjøen, I only charge enough to get to the next one, but on this one I had to eat, and then it's always nice to have this extra buffer that even if I finish charging, I didn't finish eating. So in that regard, it kind of makes sense to have the 90 kilowatt hour battery pack, because bigger buffer is always good. If you are busy something and you can't drive yet, then just charge up, and then on the next one you can charge less. So that's what's gonna happen now in Klett. I will only charge for maybe 10, I'm not sure, maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, unlike over here where I stop for some half an hour, 40 minutes or something. I'm at the supercharger in Klett, right south of Trondheim. We've been traveling for about 10 hours now, and this is the trip meter. So average speed is about 73 kilometers per hour, including charging time. So the traffic on the last leg was pretty slow. It's gonna be slightly better from here to Alvdal. So and then on the last leg towards Oslo we have some motorway. So we should be able to hit about, I don't know, 72 to 75 kilometers per hour, including charging time. And that means about 16 hours of traveling. So we'll see how it goes. Second to last supercharger in Alvdal. So if you look here, consumption is 222, and we are at about 500 meters over sea level. So if you compensate for that, subtract that, and consumption is around 210. And you see, it was higher than yesterday. Yesterday we were doing like 190-ish. But yesterday the temperature was slightly higher and it wasn't rainy, it was wet. So the 210 is usually what I get in winter. And that means the temperature doesn't reduce range that much. It is more of a, the road surface, like now. See, it's so wet outside. Oh. And how can Tesla do that? Well, my theory is that it uses the leftover energy from the motor. When I was driving, I calculated that I averaged 18 kilowatt. So at cruising speed, the motor will draw 18 kilowatt, and if we assume 90% efficiency, then about 1.8 kilowatt of that will be heat. And then the heat is not just wasted through the exhaust system, which this doesn't have, but it will be kept and then rerouted to either the battery or inside the cabin. So 1.8 kilowatt should be sufficient to keep the car warm at this temperature. So it's pretty smart the way Tesla did it. So I bought a little, and I still haven't finished it. But to keep it cold, I will put it in the frunk. Because the outside temperature is now 9 degrees Celsius. So the frunk will also have about the same, maybe like 10 degrees. Maybe get some of the heat from the car, but what the heck? So actually in winter, the frunk is like the perfect fridge. You can put food in here. Well, I don't have anything here. But this could be a problem. If I put it there, and then I engage ludicrous mode. I'm just kidding, I don't have that. But then it might move around. Well, actually, let's just put it there, and then on the next supercharger, I'm gonna see how it is. It is now 15 minutes past 11 at night, and we are in Rena. It's about half an hour north of Elverum. And when I used to drive my diesel cars, at this point of the journey, I would be shot. Yes, like then I would have traveled about 13 hours, and I would be so tired from driving, pretty much, from changing gears and clutching and braking and stuff. And I also had to constantly listen to that engine noise, that it's like a bass humming from the engine. So that thing, I think it will make me more tired, that sound. But with the Tesla, it's just easy mode. One foot on the pedal, and that's it. No gear shifting, anything, and it's so quiet, so comfortable. So this is great. Seems like I'm about half an hour. About one and a half hours slower than if I would use a diesel car. But so far, so good. We are at the supercharger in Elverum, the last supercharger for today. Let me see. I'm dying to know something in the front. how does the front look like? Okay, so the litago hasn't moved, but it feels kind of cold. Alright, so there you go, another pro tip. If you want something to stay in place, then get one of these rubber mats from Tesla. This is original mat. Oh, holy shit, there's some schmutz here. I think that's from the ATV wheel. But yeah, it hasn't moved at all. And well, I didn't do too many crazy or insane acceleration. Well, I don't have insane, but yeah, this is good. Just gonna keep it there for now. And then in Elverum we have Jafs, which is closed. They close at 11. But we also have the hotel, Scandic Hotel. And good for me is that the hotel is open 24/7, so there's a restroom over there. This one might be my favorite supercharger soon. Okay, I checked my mail, I checked my Facebook, and the car has charged 156 kilometers already. And 215 kilometers. No. Okay, 133 kilometers. I can average 300 watt-hour per kilometer. So that means I'm good to go again. We are finally back in Oslo. This trip has taken 16 and a half hours. If I would use a diesel car like I did before, it would take about 15 hours, including refuel breaks and food breaks. So the difference is only 1.5 hours on a long trip like this. And you see, on a long trip, then you have to eventually eat and do stuff. So this is like a good benchmark for like testing how well a Tesla, well, 85 kilowatt hour battery works for long trips. And 1,200 kilometers is, I think it's pretty far here. So 1.5 hours, well, it's 10%. I mean, how much is it? Well, let's put it this way. The money I saved, 1,200 kilometers, is approximately 1,200 kroner, or $150 or euros. And in order for me to make that money, I had to work for about 6 hours. So let's say if I would, I would clone myself, for instance, and then my clone would start working 6 hours and then start driving the diesel car. But as for me, the real me, I would drive the Tesla. And who would get there first? Well, the Tesla would get there first, and then the clone would get there 4.5 hours later. Yeah, because I have to work so long for the money. So that's the way to put it, you know. And as for the car, I mean, I had this trip. I put stuff in it. Well, not too much this time, but a lot still. Like there was 8 wheels and a metal detector. So it has still proves again that it has lots of space. And when the car was empty, I had it on windy roads in the northern parts of Norway, and it handles really well. So after driving this car for 170,000 kilometers, I come to realize it's it's the best car I ever had. I mean, it has luggage space of a van, it handles like a sports car, and it has economy like a Polo or something, a small car. Yeah, so yeah, what is it else to say? It's the best car I ever had. I wouldn't say it's the world's best car, but it's pretty good. So it's getting late now, so I better go inside. Alright, thank you for watching.